It's time for the Miller's Edge with New York Giants legend and South Carolina Hall of Famer Corey Miller and his son, four-time SEC champion and two-time national champion Christian Miller.
And knocked down again. It was Christian Miller.
Here is college football playoff national champion Christian Miller on Tide 100.9 and 12:30 a.m. WTBC.
And welcome into this Friday edition of the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. Hope you guys are doing well. I know you guys are doing well. Why? Well, we got 1 day, Chase. 1 day remaining until Alabama returns to the football field, first time for the 2025 season. It's been a long time coming. We've been talking about it. We've been stretching this offseason for the minute. They took the field during the spring. Right, really even going back, right? We've been talking about it since they were in spring workouts after the Michigan game, to spring practice, to summer, training program, all that good stuff, into fall camp, and now Chase is finally here. All the talking that we've been doing, man, it's time to put the talk to rest and finally see what we're going to see for this 2025 season. Obviously, Alabama kicking off week 1, traveling down to Tallahassee. We've been talking plenty about this matchup, and we're going to continue to talk more about it today, but we're going to put a bow on it, right? Today's Friday. We've said plenty about it, but obviously we got to put a bow on it, right? So what do we have for you guys today? We're going to definitely go over our keys one last time, even though me and my dad talked about them at length yesterday. We got to do it one last time, go over the keys to victory. What does Alabama need to do to have success in this ball game? We'll do that, right? We'll give our predictions, right, which we want to hear from you guys as well. 205-342-9904. Want to get y'all's predictions on the game, so we'll be doing score predictions. Haven't thought of like a big prize yet, Chase, because last year we didn't have anybody hit it dead on the money, right? Definitely want to bring that back. So I'll think of the prize. I should have had that already planned out, but just know last year I had some good stuff planned up, so I'll do the same this year. So we'll go ahead and run that. We got the prize stuff going on. I don't know exactly what it will entail, but if you get the score dead on, just know you're going to be getting a really nice care package here from us over at the Miller's Edge. So we want to get y'all score predictions. If you can't call in, no worries. You can always drop those here in the YouTube chat. I'll try to write them down the best I can. Maybe Chase can help me out a little bit too. Drop them in an app message. Obviously, when you call in, we'll definitely get that. But any way you want to drop it, we'll definitely try to mark it down. And if we miss it, just make sure you guys have proof of it. So like take a screenshot of it or something. That way we can come back to it if you do happen to get the score right. But again, last year, I don't think we had anybody get it dead on the money. We had somebody really close, but never got anybody dead on the money. So we'll see if 2025 brings you guys a little bit more luck in terms of the score predictions here on the show. We do have another surprise for you guys. All right, so I told you yesterday we were going to be joined by Reuben. He got tied up. He's a little bit busy. No big deal, right? Well, he hit me up this morning. He was like, hey, man, let's do it. That's my bad. And I said, no worries. So we are officially set to go. Former Alabama linebacker, one of the hardest hitters ever to come across college football, Ruben Foster, will be joining us here on the Miller's Edge in about 20 minutes or so, right? We're going to chop it up with him. We're going to get his keys in this game, just talk about this matchup, his thoughts. Again, Reuben has a lot of experience with Gus Malzahn playing against him like myself, but also, Reuben was, committed to go to Auburn. So he knows a little bit or two about Gus Malzahn. So we'll ask him about that, all that good stuff. Plus, if you guys have any questions for him, regarding this team, right, our defense, this matchup, would love to get y'all's questions for Reuben as well in the chat, app message, phone calls, all that good stuff as well. So we got a fun one for you guys. My dad should be hopping on here as well, so it'll be fun. Obviously, yesterday we had a good time going back and forth, kind of definitely got a little sidetracked for a second. I don't know how we got onto the UFC talk. I forgot about what led to that, but he definitely was tripping in terms of thinking that he could step in the ring. I'm just telling you guys, this was a guy that he always sees my trucks, right? I build the baddest trucks, man. Nice lifted trucks. I build them the best of the best. He always gets influenced by me, and he goes out and tries to copy me and get himself a lifted truck. And guess what, guys? He sells them within 2 weeks because he can't get out of the trucks without his freaking knees about to explode. So if that dude thinks he can get into an octagon in the UFC and go handle business, yeah, he's definitely tripping. But anyway, that was funny yesterday. We'll get back into this Florida State talk, which we had plenty of that yesterday. But again, we'll put a bow on everything as well. Plus, take a look around the league. We should be hearing from Reagan Starner of R&R Cigars as well. Get his smoking hot picks for you guys that like, maybe having some friendly wagers or maybe a little bit of, a little money on some of these games, right? Do it responsibly. Reagan always has some heat for us of smoking hot picks. So looking forward to hearing from him in hour number 2 as well. Plus, another thing we like to do on here, when we do get y'all's score predictions, we also like to get y'all's, if you guys want to throw them in there, keys to the game. We'd love to hear what you guys think needs to happen for Alabama to win, but also y'all's offensive MVP and defensive MVP of the game, right? So that's typically what we like to do here on this show. Score prediction, offensive MVP, defensive MVP, and then we roll from there. But again, the big prize is for if you get the score right, which is obviously a challenge, but that's what makes it fun, right? Again, we are presented by the Good Feet Store, America's art sport expert. Speaking of prizes and winning things, they do have the kicking challenge that they will be doing during this football season, right? What does that challenge consist of? Well, at Alabama games, if you get selected to take part in this contest, you get to go down and attempt a kick. And basically, if you have success, you can win some cash. I don't know anybody that doesn't like free things, especially free cash. So make sure you guys stay up to date with that. They will have more details coming out. Again, the first home game is next week. So be on the lookout for that. Kicking for cash with the Good Feet Store. Again, our presenting sponsor here, who is responsible for those premium art sports designed to eliminate and alleviate all types of pain, whether it's foot pain, knee pain, or back pain. Check them out. The store in Tuscaloosa is located in Midtown Village off of McFarland Boulevard. You can't miss it. It's right there. They take great care of you, man. First-class customer service. These art sports are game changers. If you're somebody that's looking for a way to eliminate and alleviate some pain that you've been dealing with, trust me, it's not fun, but that's why you need the Good Feet Store in your life. So check them out. You can always, if you want more information, I know you hear me talk about them plenty, but that's why I urge you to go check them out for yourselves. But also go check out their website, goodfeet.com. You can schedule an appointment, find out more information, and find the nearest location to you. They are nationwide. Again, that is the Good Feet Store. Improving the quality of people's lives 2 feet at a time. And speaking of games being played next week, again, first home game here next week. That means we will be live at 12:25, right? You can catch us during our show hours, 1225 University Boulevard. Very easy to remember, 1225 University Boulevard. Come hang out with me. Get your game day weekend started the right way, right? I know a lot of you guys coming into town. You want that game day experience. Kick it off with us over at 1225. They'll have great food, great drinks. They're known for their Tipsy Elephant TVs throughout the venue, so they'll have all the sports on in there. You'll hear us doing the show, all that good stuff. So it's going to be a really good time, man. If you guys are in town, make sure you guys come hang out. And if you're just looking for a place to go hang out over the weekend, man, they are the place to be. With all that food, drinks, great nightlife scene. If you guys are into that, you can go enjoy yourselves after the game, all that good stuff. Friday night before the game, man. It's a very, very popular spot for that nightlife scene as well. So they've got it all, and that's why they are known as the ultimate sports and entertainment venue here in Tuscaloosa, where food, fun, and drinks collide. Again, that is 1225, the home of the Miller's Edge for the 2025 season, just like it was the 2024 season, where we had a lot of fun, had a bunch of great experiences with you guys, and looking forward to doing that again this season, next Friday, not today, next Friday at 1225. A couple other little notes and things before we really get rolling into the show. Again, Ruben Foster, former Alabama linebacker, joined us at 11:30. In some NFL news, just because it is a big deal, right? Not to get too sidetracked, but I want to throw it out there. Micah Parsons, man, traded to the Green Bay Packers, which is, crazy to me. Crazy that Jerry Jones would let his ego get in the way. And Chase, I don't know if you saw this whole press conference or whatever it was, but he was talking about, first of all, he called him Michael. He didn't call him Micah. He called him Michael, which I almost believe could have been intentional. Who knows? But two, he was talking about, hey, we haven't been able to stop the run, especially with, Micah's exceptional pass rush ability, all this good stuff. But come on, man. Bro, the dude is a young – I think Micah's like, 25, 26, man. You're talking about a guy that was a Pro Bowler in all 4 of his first seasons. To me, man, Jerry Jones strikes again, man, getting in his own way. And it's a shame, but it is what it is, man. I think, look, when I think of Green Bay, Chase, number one, they've always had that defense, 3-4 defense with outside backers that really get after it. I mean, growing up, man, my favorite player was Clay Matthews, right? Who wreaked havoc for Green Bay. So when I think of Green Bay, I think of those guys. Hell, Julius Peppers going and playing in that system, right? I think Mike is going to fit great. They've got Rashawn Gary, who's one of their young cornerstone pieces. You look at Xavier McKinney in the back end. I mean, and even offensive, they got a lot of young talent. Hell, man, Green Bay is going to be a team to look out for years to come, in my opinion, man. It's insane. And if you think about it, Kenny Clark, good player, right? He's a Pro Bowl player. I think he's made 3 of them in his career. But he's going on 30. Like I said, he's good, but they gave him up in 2 first-rounders. And again, you talk about the youth of Micah Parsons. He got the deal that he felt he deserved, which I thought he deserved. I don't know what Dallas is thinking, but it is what it is. I personally think they'll find out sooner or later, man. They're going to be missing that. Look, there's one thing I know is being a former pass rusher myself, pass rush is one of the most important things in the game of football, without a doubt. Like, it's not even comparable to a lot of stuff, right? Left tackle, pass rush, quarterbacks. Those are like your prime 3. I know everybody looks at receivers and scoring all these touchdowns and stuff, man, but you got to be able to get off the field and you got to be able to affect the quarterback. And that's why these pass rushers are paid so much money. To give a young guy up like that, I don't know, man. We'll see. But I personally think Jerry Jones is going to be regretting that. That being said, that was big news. I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts on that. I think Dr. Crystal and Ricky had some comments. Ricky said, "Thank God for Jerry Jones' ego. Go Pack, go." Dr. Crystal said, Jerry's going to be Jerry. That pick from back in the day said it all. Oh, man. Dang. Well, there's no denying that did happen. But that being said, big news in the NFL world. But bringing it back to college again, the big news is college football is here. There's some games yesterday as well. I don't know if you guys caught them. Missouri was the lone SEC team playing. Bo Chase, help me with his last name again. I'm pretty sure he signed under CJ Mosley's brand new sports agency. Is it Probola? Am I saying that right?
Bo Probula?
Probula. Is that how you say? Why? Listen.
Yeah.
Why are last names so hard nowadays, man? Come on, man. Like, can I get a break? Can I get a Johnson? Can I get a Johnson? Can I get a Smith? Can I get a Harris? Goodness. Anyway, he had a big game though. But you know what quarterback really impressed me, guys? That guy that we played last year from USF. Chase, did you catch any of that game, or did you at least see the highlights from that game?
I saw a little bit of it, man. I will say I'm glad Alabama didn't get a taste of him this season. Glad he's off the schedule.
Chase, I'm telling you, when I tell you, I thought I was looking at Cam Newton for a second. Chase, I'm like, hold on, man. And I know he was pretty solid last year. Let me see what his stature is. Let me see what he's listed at. But I'm not gonna lie, he looked like he put on a little muscle in the offseason. They got 6'3", 230. And I don't know if he was 230 last season, but he's definitely all of it now. This dude, and you know what I loved about it, Chase? That dude was dropping hat. He was dropping shoulder, knees, and toes. He didn't care who was in his face. Dude, listen. It reminded me, Jake Coker when he dropped that shoulder on that dude from, was it A&M or something like that? Just gets you fired up. But I will say, dude needs to be careful because they need him for the long run. But when you see a quarterback doing dudes like that, man, oh, man, the whole team just feeds off that. But yesterday, I believe he was 16 of 24, 210 yards. But I think the biggest thing was, his ability on the ground. I'm trying to see what his rushing stats were on this game. I don't want to hold you guys up too much because we got to hit this break. And I know we got Reuben coming up here in about 10 minutes or so. But, yeah, I don't even see it right now, but it's all good. I just know he was running all over the place, lowering his shoulder. And then I thought I was watching my former Panthers teammate Cam Newton back in college for a second. But hey, I guess it goes to show you, man. Some of these teams, though, that played us pretty good last year, I guess they actually might have been pretty good teams. People kind of slept on that USF game last year. It was not a pretty performance by us, but looking at them right now, at least in game number 1, didn't look too bad. That being said, we're going to do this. We're going to take our first time out. When we come back, might listen to a little bit of Ty Simpson from Hey Coach. I definitely want to get to that maybe a little bit later on in the show if we need to. But again, Ruben Foster will be joining us at 11:30, 10 minutes or so from now. So make sure you guys are ready for that. If you got any questions for Ruben, go ahead and drop them down in the chat. We'll make sure we keep those questions right there. That way we can read them and get those answers for you from Ruben and myself, and hopefully my dad if he can hop on here in the next few minutes or so. That being said, first time out of the show. When we come back, we keep on rolling right here on the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC, presented by the Good Feet Store, America's arch support experts. We'll be right back. All right, let's see what we got in here. Mike, what's up, man? Happy Friday. Q06, what's going on? Bienvenido. Todd, what's up? From Charleston, Chucktown. Ryan, what's up? Justin. All right, we got Justin for 4214. Of course, I don't have my pen or paper right near me. I guess I could write it down on my phone. Let's see. Let me see. I'll try to write these down, but make sure you guys can save them too if you got like a screenshot or something. Sorry, I'm trying to make this thing too. We can, and if you guys haven't, man, drop a like, share the video, all that stuff, man. That way people know we'll have Ruben on here in like 10 minutes or so. So I know a lot of people are excited about that. Got to make good on my promise, man. All right, I'll make sure I put this on our Twitter too, or X. Who else we got in here? Coach Smook Network. Coach Smook Network. What's up, man? Appreciate you being here. MC, what's up, man? From, what's up? Ricky, Dr. Crystal, how are y'all? Yeah, I definitely feel like the Packers won that trade, though, man. I'm not gonna lie. Goodness, boy, I just got a text with my power bill, man. I don't know. Is it just me, or are you guys' power bills been real high the past couple months? Mine are through the roof, man. It don't make sense. Goodness gracious, man. Let's see. Dwight, what's up, man? Byron Brown was trucking defenders. Yeah, he was, man. He was rolling through people, bro. I mean, he looked like vintage Cam Newton, man. Power and food is outrageous. All right, glad it's not just me, guys. My power bill, like literally last 2 months, has been almost double what it normally is. I mean, I'm shoot. Make sure y'all smash that like button ASAP and subscribe if you haven't, man. Share it, all that good stuff. Ricky said my bill out here in LA is almost the same amount as rent. Ooh, I'm already knowing, bro. I think it's just like this heat, man. The heat, granted, obviously, summer months are always going to be what they are, right? But yeah, bro, it has just been 500 here in South Carolina. Dang, bro. Yeah, that's shoot. All right, I ain't the only one. And welcome back into this free-for-all Friday edition of the Miller's Edge. Week 1 edition, I should say, right? I mean, that takes precedence over everything, man. I mean, football's back, guys. And I can tell everybody's excited and fired up for it. But, I mean, it's still just crazy. Still don't even feel like it's, like, actually going to be here tomorrow. But, I mean, I'm fired up. And just a recap on what we have in store for tomorrow. Not just, obviously, we're all waiting for the Alabama game, sure. But we've also got Texas, Ohio State, and that's kicking things off like literally first thing, 11 o'clock here Central Time. I mean, so wake up, get your morning routine out the way. Next thing you know, less than 24 hours, we're going to be really watching. I know, again, college football has been on Missouri play, talked about USF, but Texas, Ohio State will be kicking off in less than 24 hours, folks. I mean, like we're here. And then following up that game will be the Bama game. Obviously, we're looking forward to that. So, man, going to be some really good games this weekend, and we'll talk about those a little bit later here on the show, man. I'm really curious about Ohio State as well, seeing how they look. Texas, right? All the hype's on Texas. Everybody's got them top team. Arch Manning, right? I'm really curious to see Arch Manning. Like, we talk so much, not just us, but really just in the sports media world, so much talk and hype around Arch Manning. And shout out to him, man. He's a good player. But I want to see him. And in week 1, we're going to get to see him against, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, on the road, right? So going to be a big challenge for him, but he's going to be able to showcase, is he worth the hype? Now, again, I do urge everybody to remember that, look, it's week 1, right? So with week 1, teams are going to change, right? Some teams are going to look amazing week 1, and by week 8, they're going to be 500 type teams. Could be the opposite. Some teams might struggle week 1, turn it around. Next thing you know, they're making playoff runs. So I always just urge people, remember, week 1 is week 1. There's going to be hiccups, right? There's going to be challenges. There's going to be things that come up, people knocking the rust off, trying to, figure themselves out, offensive line units trying to work together, mesh and gel, right? Training camp is great. You can do as much as you can, but there's something different about playing a live football game, right? It is what it is. So expect that. Just like I'll be honest with you. I mean, I think you'll see plenty of that in this first game against Florida State on both sides, right? They've got so many new pieces, whether it's players or coaches, right? We've got some new faces. We're playing our first game on the road. It comes with that. And we'll talk a little bit more about what we expect in that game. But, it is what it is. But definitely looking forward to diving more into this game. Me and my dad have been talking about it at length over the past week. But now we're going to do it with a good buddy of mine, man, a brother of mine, a dude that, man, listen, if I was ever going to war, or how they always throw out these scenarios like, man, if 100 people versus a freaking gorilla, or if you had to, take 3 dudes into a bar and make it out versus 50 dudes or something, this guy is probably my number 1 draft pick, Chase. I'm just telling you that right now. We used to always have a saying. It came from Coach TJ. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he worked in the weight room for a long time, right? Terry Jones, right? He played football here and all that good stuff, but he's a legend. He used to always talk about your foxhole, right? And if you guys are familiar with your foxhole, it's like the guys in your foxhole, guys that are going to be watching your 6, watching your back, right? You have a few guys that you got to trust, right? To have your back, to have your vulnerable spots, right? And it's only just, it consists of a few guys. And so we used to always say that, who do you want in your foxhole? You want to work to be somebody that people want in their foxhole, right? We used to always say that in the weight room. Well, this dude was number 1 on my foxhole list, number 1 on my, 100 men versus the damn gorilla list, number 1 on my getting out of the bar alive list, right? Ruben Foster, a true dog. We talk about what is a dog and what does that mean to be a dog on the football field. This guy is the epitome of it, man. So I'm really fired up to have him on the show in about 5 minutes or so and get his thoughts on everything. Because again, man, Ruben's probably the most feared dude to come through Tuscaloosa in a long time. Now we've had some guys, right? I mean, we've had Mark Barons, we've had Dante Hightowers, but Reuben has had something to him, right? And you guys know what I'm talking about. When this dude took the football field, it was like, you can hear a pin drop. Like, people had that respect when they saw number 10 lining up at that Mike Backer. Hell, not even just at Mike Backer. When his ass was on that kickoff unit, nobody was safe anytime this dude touched the football field, right? So maybe we need to have our guard up here on the show, Chase, because, maybe we're not safe when when Reuben hops on there. No, I'm kidding. Reuben will be on here in a few minutes. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and hit an early timeout. That way we can get Reuben on schedule. I want to send him this link now. We'll get him loaded up, and hopefully when we come back, we'll be ready to roll with former Alabama linebacker Ruben Foster predicting and breaking down this matchup against Florida State right here on the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC, presented by the Good Feet Store, America's Arch Sport Experts. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be joined by Ruben Foster.
From our home base in Birmingham, Alabama,
we are here
treating patients from every generation
across the United States
and from around the world.
We're here for the rookies
And the dreamers,
trying to make a name for themselves.
We're here for the achievers
who are resilient
and won't take no for an answer.
We're here for the coaches,
athletic trainers and mentors
who are shaping the next generation of legends. We are here for you.
Aggressively
All right,
pursuing
let me get all this
victory over injury.
Learn more at andrewsportsmedicine.com.
Are you receiving unemployment? Your
you guys
benefits
got those
could
questions?
be at risk.
Go ahead and drop
Here's how
them
you can
now,
protect
guys.
yourself and your benefits. Never respond to mail notifying you of a false claim in your name. Never answer a text message asking you to verify your account. And only respond to official Alabama Department of Labor's social media pages. Report fraud at labor.alabama.gov/fraud. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Labor, ABA, and the station. The Alabama Department of Labor is an equal opportunity employer program. Auxiliary aids and services available upon request to individuals with disabilities. Dial 711 for TTY accessibility.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school. That education got me to the first day at my dream job, which I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from the Army National Guard helped me buy my first house. I also know that I will be one of the first to respond if my community ever needs me.
Sponsored by the Alabama Army National Guard. Aired by the Alabama Broadcasters Association and this station.
365, 24/7. You'll find road and utility crews.
Mike said after that intro, I'm thinking of putting on red, no contact jersey for Reuben comes on. Hey, man. Dude, listen. And dude's the dog, man. So funny, though, because off the field, man, he's just so cool, man. Just down to earth and smile. Smile lights up a room. But then when he steps on that field, bro, they talk about flipping that switch. That switch gets flipped, all right. Ain't a different animal out there, bro. Different animal out there. All right, good deal. All right, he'll be on here in a second. MC says Christian Chase, he'll be on in he said around like 35, so like 4 more minutes. So if you want to throw in an ad or something, you can, no worries. That way because I know we're going to end up, matter of fact, let's do that. You make this break long, Chase, because we're going to end up going long with him. That way we're already ahead of schedule. That makes sense. Can you do that for me? If you don't mind, I'll take a bite of this oatmeal real quick since we got a couple minutes. All right, good deal. Yeah. That'll work perfect because it'll give him time to get set up, and then we can get our catch up ahead of schedule. Who are his favorite linebackers from Alabama? Got it. Yeah, we'll hit that one early too. I mean, the man cave all day long. Traditions hit the gym the second quarter. Wait, hold on, Q. No, hell no. You go to the gym during the second quarter of the game. What are you talking about, man? You missing it unless you have it on your phone. Like I have a Hulu subscription, so I guess I could watch it from the gym. No, man, you have to work out before. You should work out before the game, right? Because you're going to get those benefits then. And then during the game, if you need to hit a stretch, you know what I mean, loose your body up a little bit, you can do that. You can't go to the gym during the come on, Q. Nah, man. Or just get you some dumbbells to keep in front of the TV. You got me get you a set of adjustable dumbbells. That's what happens when the media spends over half a decade hyping a kid who hasn't taken a snap because of his last name. Rooting for him, though. Kind of. No, I mean, to be fair, coming out of high school, he definitely a strong prospect, right? Enough to really garner all the attention he's getting. I mean, if we're calling a spade, I mean, I definitely believe, the last name definitely, further boosts that, right? I think that's pretty evident. But he's a good player, man. Like, I mean, I feel like sometimes people get lost in that. We're like, yeah, we're so focused on is he getting too much attention? Yeah, probably just a little bit too much as of now, right? But at the same time, though, I mean, he is a good football player, right? There's no denying that. Definitely no denying that. Let's pull this up real quick. Other thing is I need to get that Ty Simpson potted up. We'll listen to that later, though. Where are these highlights? I was trying to pull up those practice highlights real quick. Just to throw them on the screen. Dang, that's a whole video from Coach Saban's practice highlights, man. Got to look ahead, though. Got to look ahead. Can't put those on the screen. Might cry. Every game. That's normal, though. That's normal. That's normal, Q06. That's normal. But I'm telling you, though, you don't want to. I mean, second quarter. Nah, fam. Listen, you'll have the benefits from working out if you do it before. So just do it before, right? And then you'll have the benefits while you're watching the game. But like I said, you need extra stretch. Get extra stretch. Or get you some dumbbells, man. Hit some curls while you watch. Listen, right? So my setup in here. I love my little setup. Now I say little, it's nice. It's a lot bigger than what it looks like on here because I got an 85-inch TV over here, and hell, I got some weights and stuff. I mean, like this is like my cave / workspace / do some exercise stuff in here, man. So you got to get your setup like that. It's got to be, I guess, multifaceted, right? You got to ask him what he thinks Bama should do defensively against. Yep. Yeah. So Ricky, the main point is we're going to ask him about because again, I mean, we faced Gus Malzahn our whole time, right? So definitely going to ask him about it. I talked to him ahead of time, told him I definitely was going to ask him about playing against Gus Malzahn, that type of offense. You know, what are the challenges to it? All that good stuff.
Three Oscar Baxter drive. That's box.
Let's see. Happy for Nebraska and their fan base, but ain't no way they're a playoff team. Not based on the sample size. Well, remember, it's week 1. I mean, we'll see more, but I definitely understand. And welcome back into this free-for-all Friday edition of the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC, presented by the Good Feet Store, America's arch support experts. All right, so in the next couple minutes, we will be joined by former Alabama linebacker Ruben Foster, again, breaking down this matchup, talking a little bit about this Bama defense, his expectations, all that good stuff. Again, Reuben was a signal caller for our defense several years, a bounty hunter on kickoff. Well, let me be careful saying bounty hunter because my dad throws out the whole bounty thing, and then I'm like, oh, whoa, not like that. You guys know what I mean. Head hunter on special teams. But again, you know, we have a lot of experience with Gus Malzahn, and Reuben definitely does. Again, he almost went to Auburn. So let me see, because I want to say, yeah, because Reuben got here. Let's see. Reuben's first year here was 2013 because I was 2014. He's a year older than me. So Malzahn returned to Auburn because remember, Malzahn was the offensive coordinator 2009 and 2011. So 2013, right? Reuben's first year at Auburn would have been Malzahn's first year back as the head coach. What I'm getting at is I'm assuming when Malzahn was there in 11, he probably was recruiting Reuben as well. So Reuben's got experience with him on that aspect, but also obviously playing against him because Malzahn was there the whole time that we were in college. So obviously there's some experience there going back to when we played and, you know, having an idea on kind of what to expect because obviously there's a lot when it comes to Gus Malzahn's offenses, right? And there's definitely a lot of dynamics to it. There's going to be tempo. There's going to be zone read-based principles. You got an athletic quarterback in the equation. We know what that brings. So obviously there's going to be some challenges. So without further ado, if Ruben's ready to go, because I see him behind this. Ruben, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to roll. I can throw you on the screen here. All right, yeah, you got a thumbs up, man. So without further ado, we're going to intro our guest. I've already talked about him plenty. You guys already know exactly who he is. Plus, we even got the co-host of the show, the Pastor Payne, hopping on here. So the party is now getting started, guys. So without further ado, first and foremost, let me welcome in our guest again. Reuben is I said his name already. You guys know who it is, though. Former national champion, first-round draft pick, one of the hardest hitters to ever walk across this campus, let alone college football in general. This dude, you guys always talk about dogs on the defense. This guy's the epitome of a dog. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get more doggy than this. Ladies and gentlemen, my guy, my brother, Ruben Foster. Ruben, welcome in.
What's up with you, my brother? How you doing, Christian?
Man, I can't call it. Let me get these all these towels set up the right way because we got a.
I'm sorry. What's up, Bob? How you doing, Bob?
Hold on, let me unmute him. He's got a cigar in there. Well, you got to unmute yourself. Look at him. Hold on, unmute yourself because I can't. There it goes.
What's up, dog? What's up? I can't call it, dog.
Oh man. Let me swap these around real quick so we can get Reuben a little bit bigger on the screen. Hold on, let's delete that, and then let's make Reuben even bigger. Sorry, we're trying to do this as we go. All right, that might be about as good as we can get for now, but we'll definitely keep working on it. All right, Reuben, man, talk to me, man. What you got going on today, brother?
Oh man, nothing, bro. I had a battery issue. I had to go to AutoZone, ripping and running and stuff. But everything's smooth. Blessed to be alive and breathing, my brother. How about yourself,
That's
bro?
right. That's right. Man, can't call it, brother. We over here hanging out, man, trying to get everybody ready for this matchup this weekend. And obviously, man, it's been a long time coming. We've been waiting on this for, I don't know, months now. I don't know how much you kept up with. Obviously, the Michigan game, last game of the season last year, didn't really go our way. So obviously, a lot of people are anticipating getting back on the field. But let me ask you this, man. How much did you keep up with Bama last year, man? Do you have any initial thoughts on kind of what you saw out of the team last season?
I saw a little bit of Bama, bro. Last year I wasn't really too much of dialed in like how we do, because I was trying to get back in the league and all that with the UFL and the USFL, but obviously that didn't work out because of injuries. But you know how you sit there and you watch, and because you always got to go back and watch a couple of games. Now I don't care if you super busy, you'll catch splicks and splashes of the guy. And I seen a couple of moments I was like, that's not Bama. And I seen a couple of times that I was like, that is Bama. And all it is consistency, bro, and the will of believing yourself, bro, that you can really do it, bro.
That makes sense. 100%. Yeah, I understand. I agree. It definitely was, obviously I covered the team, so I spent a lot of time there, and I got to see it up close and personal. And definitely, I think the word I would choose was inconsistency. You have a great game versus Georgia. It feels like, hey, man, you're going to be able to do something great, this season. And then, unfortunately, you go and you lose to Vanderbilt, something that seems unheard of around here. Then we get back on track doing some good things, dominate LSU. I know we lost to Tennessee, but, we're back in the playoff picture, back in the SEC championship picture. Then we go on the road and lose to Oklahoma. So, obviously, ups and downs, inconsistency probably would be my word. So I definitely agree with you. Hey, tell me, you brought up real quick. You brought up the USFL. I was watching. You were definitely looking like your former self out there, man. How was that experience? Did you enjoy it though?
Oh, I enjoyed every moment of it, bro. It's football, bro. It's just not on. It's at a higher level with professionals, bro, but it's not at the higher level with audience or viewers. But like professional wise, it's up there. And I have nothing but respect for their organization and the guys who playing in their organization just to get up there to the big league, even though that's a big league itself. But it's just, how you try to take baby step. I guess that's the baby step before you go to run. But it was a great league, bro. Mad respect to the Rock and all them, bro, and the lady who owned it really stepping up and knows something about football, bro. To be honest, I was surprised by that.
Yeah, no, it honestly, look, the football it looked great, like the game itself. I mean, there's talent there. I mean, a matter of fact, a lot of guys have been getting signed from the league. So hopefully they continue to get the support. Like you said, unfortunately, they don't have like the viewership that you would hope for them to have, but they deserve it though. I mean, because again, it's good football. There's a lot of NFL guys playing in that league now, and I think it's gotten better and better over the last couple of years. So hopefully they're able to continue that, because I think it is a good opportunity for guys to still continue playing and try to work towards another opportunity, like you mentioned, man. But like I said, I definitely was watching you play, bro, and it was fun watching you get after it, bro.
Yeah, one thing Big Rube said, and Rube has always been the POP favorite, because he played linebacker the way you're supposed to play linebacker. You play the game the way you're supposed to play the game, with reckless abandonment, physicality, attitude, mindset, and all that stuff. To me, you are that breed of Nick Saban linebackers that made me fall in love, even though I played in South Carolina, but fall in love with Alabama and how they played the game. What I want to ask you, though, Reuben, you see that shift, right? There's been a change, whether it be let's keep guys more safe, let's change the kickoff rule, let's not tackle in practice, tackling dummies. Football has changed. I mean, definitely for me. I've been on the league 25 years. I mean, but even for you guys, the game has changed. How do you think that affects the mindset of Alabama, who prided themselves on physicality and beating people down and making them quit in the fourth quarter? This is just something, even before Nick left, it started to dissipate.
Well, yeah, you got a great point with what you're saying, that the game have changed with the kickoff and all that. That it have changed 1,000%, because like those kickoffs we pride ourselves, especially team 1,000% counts. It matters. It matters. So, and I think that it just became like a scoring game, a high scoring game, and the guys just need to pride themselves on third down, to be honest, or find a way, and it come from the coaches from calling the plays and the guys that's going out to do it. But it's a scoring game, bro, and it's a high scoring game. You know, normally we hold guys to 10, to 14, 7 points, 6 points. You know, like we'll hold them on the low end. But now, like you said, bro, the game have changed, and it's just the guys just need to remember what the guys before them had to offer for the organization, and just put that shit, like put that shit in front of them, bro, and just do it, bro. Just remember what CJ. Shit, I remember what CJ taught me. I remember Reggie Ragland, Trader Priest taught me. And the game was changing then. Them guys were like 260, 250, like big. I came in big, and I was 225 at the end of Christian Miller, right?
Yeah.
Like 225, 220.
Yeah.
So it was changing while I was in there, but they got to find a way, bro. It's about the will and the hunger and the want. Just like you, big pastor, like I guarantee you 1,000%, you stepped on that field, no matter if it's a play that you haven't saw, a play that you didn't recognize. Guess what? You played ball, big dog. And
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I mean, they don't understand. They get mad with me on this air, right? Because here's what I do know. Here's see, I would bring Reuben in my circle when I go to these golf events. When I got LT, when I got Greg Lloyd, when I got Seth Joyner, when I got all these old school LBs, because when you're a linebacker, there was some pride that came with playing that position. Like anybody don't play that position. Well, because you got to be a dog on the field. You got to be a dog in the locker room. I mean, you got to want to knock people out and take their soul from them. Like, that's changed, right? That's changed. And to me, Alabama fans got mad because I'm looking at their locker room. I'm like, nobody's getting pissed off, excuse my language from a preacher, in that locker room and or on that sideline where somebody else like Oklahoma and Michigan was running the ball. Vanderbilt was running the ball down their throat. I saw nobody make it personal. And that's what I feel like they got to get back. If they can get some of that back, I think that the mystique of Alabama football comes back.
I agree 1,000%.
No, I definitely agree. Well, Reuben can speak on it. I mean, listen, not me. I didn't get into it with Reuben. I knew better than that. But listen, we had guys get into it on the sideline. Southern Cal. I don't know if you remember this, Reuben, but who was it? It was Ronnie Harrison. Yeah.
Yes.
But was it Ronnie Harrison and
DT?
Yeah. I mean, listen, because we took it. Yeah, and DT. Yeah, Deontay Taylor, listen, we took pride in what we were doing.
No, fact, 1,000%, and like the people don't even know this story. Ronnie got mad at DT, bro, because of a play, not what nobody said, but it was a heated moment. It was about a play. It was about your playing. So that's how much pride these people take, with this game, bro. Like Alabama pride themselves on finish all 4 quarters, and first of all, just not backing down from nobody, bro. Because we put that shit. We set the training, bro. Bama is one of the hardest places to train in. The Alabama Heat with the program and all that, bro. It's so intense. It's so intense, and if they don't get you fired up by playing with your brothers, bro, I don't know how to make nobody play like how they supposed to play. Like we can sit here and say Bama this, Bama that, what we used to, but bro, if you don't sit there and come together about this heat, and this hot ass sun, and the way we hitting each other and getting at each other, bro, like we don't care for each other, and we doing this together. Man, we in this together. We gotta find some type of solution just to connect something that makes something do the math, bro.
Yeah.
Something, bro.
And I tell everybody that's what really built that brotherhood that we had, right? Number one, I mean, we spent so much time together, like in the dorms, right? Cooking on the back steps. Might have been a blacker mild or two going around. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I mean, but we used to kick it. Like, Reuben might have had a cigarette on the back of Brian. He might have had one in the locker room after games. Maybe not. I don't know. But
hey, let me tell this story, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. It was Christian's rookie year, and it was after the game. Might be your freshman year, but we're out. You know, the little dorm where y'all stayed at right there, right?
Yes,
we get back after the game. We done beat somebody down. And I'm outside. You know what I'm doing? The POP lighting his stove up, right? I'm lighting up my big 60 ring gauge. You know, $12, $15. I see Reuben, and I might have seen. I forget who it might have been. Tim Williams and Reuben, but they around the corner, but they had black. Boy, I laughed so hard.
Oh my God, bro. Bro, the other days, bro, we had a point to prove, bro. We had a point to prove.
I'm telling you. Listen, but people don't understand. Like, y'all were built different, though, because listen, and not to put y'all out there, but like you said, I mean, like, guys were having a black and a battle or so, but when it came to conditioning, though, it wasn't a problem. Like, I mean, like, that was the craziest thing. People don't understand, man. We had some dudes that were just built different back in the day. That, I mean, like, yes, off the field, I mean, we had our extracurricular and did whatever, but when it came to going and putting the pads on and playing football, man, we took care of business. And I think that's what made everybody, to your point about training camp, like, we used to go through it together. And I know people get mad when you compare stuff. I'm not saying it was, like the military, but in terms of how difficult the training was. I mean, like, bro, Coach Cochran used to damn near kill us during the summer. We used to damn near kill each other during training camp, going at it. Hell, we'd be fights in the locker room. You would think we hated each other, but at the end of the day, it only brought us closer. So by the time it came time to go play somebody else, we wanted to go murder somebody else because we were sick and tired of beating each other up and going through it. Next thing you know, after camp, we all come together and we're like, bet, we got it out of our system with each other. Now let's go do it to somebody else, man. It's just I love bringing up these memories because like you said, but those are the days, man. I don't think people understand, like, especially these guys now. And I think this team this year, I think they understand a little bit better. They have a little bit more camaraderie, but man, like, you can't get those days back, man. Like, once you're out of here and you're in the real world, man, I mean, you're living life, man. It's different. And like, you long for, that brotherhood in the locker room that we had. I don't care how bad of a mood you're in. You go in that locker room, bro, you're going to walk away laughing, bro. You got people freestyling. You got people boxing with pillows, man. I mean, I can't tell you how many silly-ass videos I have on my phone from like Snapchat from years ago. Just Christian Jones freestyling against Josh Frazier. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bro. The memories go on and on. Reuben, I know. I know you got stuff to do, so I want to make sure I can ask you while you're on here. Obviously, we spent a lot of time playing against Gus Malzahn, right? You probably know him a little bit better than most. You were recruited. You almost went there. I don't know if you still got it, but you had the Auburn tattoo on your forearm. Yep, there it goes, right there. So
still right there, brother.
Auburn is still right there. So Auburn, Malzahn. Obviously, we're playing him this first matchup. He's a new offensive coordinator with Florida State. So I just wanted to get your thoughts a little bit, just kind of on, facing Gus Malzahn and those challenges, right? Because we know when we played them, right? I mean, they had Nick Marshall, dual threat quarterback, but they ultimately want to run the ball, right? They're going to, get into a number of different formations. They're going to do sugar huddles, right? They're going to go tempo. They're going to get jumbo sets at times. What are some of those challenges that you remember about facing the Gus Malzahn offense, Reuben?
Bro, it was the spread, and he could just do mostly everything. Malzahn, he's a very smart coach, bro, but he's just like Kiffin. He like the finesse. He like this and this. Like, he like to get you off your toes. Like, what I mean by control, like quick game, no hurdle, fast pace, all those double snap, triple snap. It don't even really matter. Like, he's a guy with many tricks. You know what I'm saying? And he's a guy that got, like you said, he had he had top organizations on his side. Like Florida State is one top organization, just like Auburn was. And the guys at Alabama just need to know that what's in their playbook can counter that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a thick ass playbook that we have to learn, but you only gonna run, Chris, by like 6'5", whatever. Just feel comfortable whatever you have, and don't matter if the quick game, no huddle, no trickery, none of that, bro. It's just be boys and play your ball. Play what Coach Saban say all the time. Form your land.
Yeah, farm your land, dominate your box.
Farm your land.
Facts.
Yeah.
Farm your land, man.
Dominate your box.
Facts, bro. And my phone probably going slow a little bit too.
No, we got.
No, you good, bro. Don't worry about it.
Listen, man. Game 1. Okay, Rube. I said this yesterday. I got confidence in Alabama and Kalen DeBoer in year number 2 because I think smart coaches learn something from year 1 to year 2. You leave Washington, you come down south, you figure out what SEC football is all about. The mentality, again, I'm going back to the mind. The mentality was not there with this football team, and they were soft. When I'm looking at football, I'm looking at dudes, I'm saying they soft, right? Because if Nick Saban lost, but they weren't going to lose because they were dominated physically, right? They might got out schemed on a play, LSU, the 2-point play, the red zone, they got out schemed. Tennessee, they got it schemed, right? And they went for all those passing yards. But it wasn't physicality. This year, I believe this team is going to be different just because from a mindset standpoint. We know they got talent, but I'm thinking if they go into Florida State, Gus Malzahn, who cares? Like you said, work your farm, right? Do your job, run your scheme. Don't try to do too much, right? Just go play. And if you do that, they should not have a problem with winning this football game, in my opinion.
Yes, sir. I agree. That 1,000%, Pastor.
Yeah, and that's why I said, really, when you look at it, you gotta focus on your P's and Q's and play disciplined football. We know that, right? When they get to that zone read stuff, who's the dive player, who's the quarterback player, right? You know what I'm saying? If it's an RPO game, right? Those linebackers, which you can attest because you kind of were in that era when the RPO really became prevalent. You got to communicate, man. When they run jet. When they go from 3x1 to 2x2 sets, what are those? What are those calls you're getting to? All that's going to matter in this game. And like he mentioned, obviously you got to be physical, man. You got to, like you said, dominate your box and take care of business. That being said, Reuben, you got any?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Okay. I see. That was one of my good neighbors.
No, you good. No, I was about to say.
I was going to ask. I heard a siren, and then you talking to somebody at your window. I'm like, the po.
No.
I heard a siren. I'm like, I hope nobody bothered Big Room.
No. I think he's just chilling in the parking lot real quick. He might have froze up for a second, man. I was going to ask him if he had any last minute predictions on this matchup or whatever. We'll see if it'll come back. But man, I love getting him on here, man. It's so funny getting to chop it up with Reuben and all of our guys that I played with, because it's all, man, bringing it back to those days. Like, I don't think if people really only understood like what really was going on, like, and what it was really like, man, like there's some things like we can laugh about on here. There's a lot of other crap that I would never be able to say on public radio, right? But that was what made us who we were, man. And it's like so many different people from different backgrounds. Yeah, I think Reuben lost service. No big deal though. If he hops back on, cool. If not, definitely really thankful that he was able to hop on here, taking time out of his day. I know you're saying his phone was having some stuff, but anyway, yeah, no, it's just crazy because you think about all the different people, and that's what makes football so special, right? I mean, like, you got guys like, a Ty Simpson who can connect with a guy like Reuben, totally different backgrounds and stuff, but the game itself brings everybody together, and there's just so many stories, man. And I hope these guys really are cherishing what they've got going on nowadays, because I mean, like, really, and Reuben would attest to this, you can attest to it, right? College is different, like from the pros are the pros. And I know you probably had a lot of fun stuff and good experience too, but in terms of college, it's like where you're growing up together. You guys are going from young adult or your teenagers to young adults and all that stuff. So definitely really cool. let's do this. I know Reuben had some issues with his phone, so I'll just text him and tell him no worries. You know, I think he was on here plenty of time. But I do want to say publicly, man, big shout out to Ruben Foster who joined us, man. Broke down a little bit of Gus Malzahn's offense. Got to go back in time and talk about some fun memories and really just talk about what it meant to really put that crimson jersey on. So hope you guys enjoyed that because, again, man, Reuben, he's as good as it gets, man. I'm telling you, dog on the field, but off the field, man, one of the best teammates you can have, man. He's always going to have your back. His smile, light up a room, man. It's a great time, but I'm telling you, man, and you guys already know it from watching him, one of the most feared, most dangerous dudes to put on a football helmet, especially here, but let alone in college football, period, man. Complete.
Yeah, wasn't no real big dude either, but his explosiveness, the way he can roll his man and hit people, and then I'm telling you, just the attitude. I've seen guys like that through the league, right? They're not real big, but man, they have so much speed from hips and to contact. It was amazing. So he's my kind of guy, and like I said, I would invite him into a circle that I hold tight when we're at these golf events, and we call it linebackers. Like it was me, Pepper Johnson, Seth Johanna, just people like that that played in my era, man. Even not even running back, Keith Byers, dudes like that, man. That when you start talking the game and what the game is about, and the love and the passion that you have for this game, and see that's the thing, really, honestly, what's lost today. When I tell people this, it's the passion. It's like the Brett Favre mentality when he said back in the day, "I'll play this game for free," and that was the thing. We love that game so much, the competition, the blood, sweat, and tears of getting ready. That Reuben talking about that hot sun, up, down, Jolie Dunn, right here in Columbia, man, the heat of the South. 125 up, down, guys cramping up, coaches telling you you'll pass out before you die. Those types of things, the sanctity of the locker room, all of those things that I think has been lost from the game. The guys appreciated and love just the opportunity that they got a scholarship and they can get and compete with a chance to go to the league, and that really meant something. Whereas now, I don't have a problem with them getting paid, and I think they should get paid. Let me preface this. They should get paid. But unfortunately, when you bring in money this early with young kids, and now with social media, now with everybody got a radio station with podcasts, and everybody's experts, it's about clicks and it's about likes. And unfortunately, in my opinion, it has crushed the love, the passion for the game we call football. And the physicality now is dissipated. So all of that is gone. And it's unfortunate because, guys got hurt. Yes, we did with CTE. Yes, CRS. All those things are true and they exist. But the reality is, man, that game was so good, bro. The stories, the locker room, the travel on the plane, playing Tonkin spades for $1 or $2. Coming back, Phil Sims smoking cigarettes on the airplane. Just like, bro, they were so many things, that was so much fun and that shaped you as a young man and even as an older man. That just is a microcosm of life, and it helps you until this day. That to business, to whatever career that you're chasing, all those things that you learn, man, from them days still work. The basic fundamentals of life on the football field still works. That's right, Shep. That's why I could get in that octagon, because the mind. One player once told me, I might can't beat you physically, but I can beat you mentally. And he's talking about on the football field. And he was just talking about he had footwork and the foundations of what of fundamentals, what it took. He's like, if we just try to go head on head, man on man, mano y mano, you're going to dominate me, but I can beat you mentally. Because I've been in this league for a minute. I lived life for a little bit. I know a little bit more as you know, and that's going to allow me to win. Woo, that's some strong stuff. That's a book that y'all can't even pay me or offering plate that I'm not even going to pass. That's free for y'all right now here on the Friday.
There you go. All right, we got to hit this top hour break, which we definitely went way over. I was letting him finish his little speech there, but we come back. We'll respond again. Big shout out to former Alabama linebacker Ruben Foster joining the show, man. Huge thanks to him hopping on here, man. Hope you guys enjoy that. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you guys like, comment, all that good stuff, subscribe, and keep tuning in to stay up to date because we will have plenty of that throughout this whole season A lot of former guys hopping on here. We'll have some player and coach interview stuff coming up. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that. All that you can only find right here on the Miller's Edge, presented by the Good Feet Store, America's Arch Sport Experts. Quick timeout. We'll be right back.
WTBC Tuscaloosa.
My bad, Chase. We definitely went way over on that, but sorry about that. We'll definitely come back. Yeah, your audio. I was going to tell you that. I know we had Reuben on. I turned it up as much as I could on my end. It is it's a little muffled. It might be your headphones or something like that, but I mean it's all good. Oh dang, I forgot to ask MC's question about his favorite linebackers. I can answer that question for you. The guys he mentioned, he definitely probably would have repeated that. MC, my bad. I lost track of man. But I do know he was really, close with Trader Priest. Trader Priest was definitely one of the guys that really poured into Reuben when we were here. Because I got here in 2014, Trey's last year. As a matter of fact, my locker was next to Trader Priest. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's so different now. Like, guys show up here as true freshmen, and they just legit already are in with the team because of the recruiting and all that stuff. Not saying we had hazing, but when I tell you, Trader Priest used to give me hell for my whole freshman year, just literally just because I was a freshman. He was just messing with me. But then we ended up being really cool, man. He's funny as hell. Matter of fact, I just talked to him last week. But it's just funny because I don't think people understand. Back then, we had to earn our stripes. I remember when I first got here, and Reuben was a year older than me, so he still was a little bit younger too. So it was a little bit easier getting in with those guys. But guys like Trader Priest, Christian Jones, Xavier Dixon, DeAndrew White, some of these older guys we had on our team, man, it was fun. We used to J-Dub. I mean, literally, we used Justin Fowler. They wouldn't even really talk to us like that until once we kind of started earning our stripes. It was a respect thing. You had to earn the respect of the older guys, man. And but that was the fun part though, because you had a chance to when we stepped on the football field, man. You had to go prove yourself. Them dudes ain't give a damn that we were highly rated guys. My class of 2014, we were one of the top rated classes of all time at that time. They ain't give a damn about none of that. We still had to earn our keep, right? And that's why I feel so blessed to have played here at the time that I did, because I played here 14 through 18. So I've got the old generation experience and the new generation experience. What I mean by that is I played with Amari Cooper, Derrick Henry, TJ Yeldon, Ryan Kelly, a number of those guys, right? Landon Collins from, the quote unquote, a little bit older generation, all the way to my senior year playing with Tua, Smitty, Judy, right? Waddle, all those guys, right? So, I mean, I've got to, I had the opportunity to experience all the years during those times, man. I learned so much from the old guys I played with all the way to the young guys, man. So I feel like I was, fortunate to kind of play in that era within Coach Saban's dynasty with all of the, experience, which is cool. And maybe one day I'll be able to share some more of these stories. But Reuben's so funny, man. And I don't think he'd mind me. Like he said, Reuben was a little bit of a cigarette man every now and then. It wasn't rare if you came into the locker room after a game and you might have got a whiff of some Marlboro Lights or Marlboro Reds, whatever it was. In the locker room, bro. I mean, you guys have no idea, man. I can only imagine, recruits. I know recruits were just so confused, man. Recruits probably were just so, walking in the locker room thinking, oh, we're about to go meet our favorite guys, get some gloves. Damn, what is that? You just see dudes coming out the shower. You guys have no clue, man. No clue. Is that better? Test your mic real quick.
Check 1, 2. I came in the house. I was outside.
Yeah, that's way better. That's way better.
I was outside.
Let me turn your levels down. Yeah, it should be better. All right, what we got from you guys in the chat? Let's see what you guys got. Catch up on some of the chat. All right, so we asked him a little bit kind of what Ricky was saying. We talked about Malzahn.
It's 85 degrees in
It's about time
Tuscaloosa.
for Prediction Friday. Let's get some score predictions.
Yeah, I'm going to push that
Tide
again.
100.9.
And welcome back into this free-for-all Friday edition of the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC, Week 1 edition, right? Game number 1, Week 1, kicking off tomorrow. Alabama traveling to Tallahassee today, where they will face the Florida State Seminoles. Tomorrow afternoon, again, the weather expected to be a little rainy. I think some lightning. We'll see. Hopefully there's not any delays. I could do without that, man. I just want to get through a nice, clean game. Little rain, cool, but I could do without the lightning delay. So hopefully it's not that type of game, but we'll continue monitoring it and checking it out a little bit. Oh, we got a little surprise. Oh, we got Reuben want to hop back on. Reuben said he wasn't done.
Yeah, my phone went dead, big dog. My bad.
Oh, bro, no, bro, you're cool, bro. I was about to say, I mean, we already held you about 30 minutes. I was like, yeah, you're good, bro. I texted you, just told you. I figured something had come up. No big deal, bro. But no, you can hang out as much as you want, bro. We should just kicking it on here, bro.
Just kicking.
Oh.
I'm gonna kick it with y'all there, man.
No. Yeah. I was about to say you can hang out as long as you want, man. We're about to just talk a little bit about a little bit more into this matchup, man. Again, we do our score predictions on the show here, so we'll get our score predictions from our listeners too. Matter of fact, they'll probably like this. We'll take some phone calls while we got Reuben on here. So Reuben, you can hear from some of our listeners if they want to ask you a question. They probably would love that. Everybody's a huge Ruben Foster fan on this show. So yeah, let's do that. Let's make it fun. Let's yeah, of course, bro. Let's do this. Let's bring in a phone call. I think we got a phone call or two. 205-342-9904. We got Marty up first from Arkansas. Marty, welcome in.
Hey, Christian, how's it going today? Sorry I haven't called. I have to get hay in the barn, so I have time to go to football games. I've been out in the fields, man. So
no, you're good. Well, no, you picked a great day to call because we got Reuben on here.
Ruben Foster, he was one of the greats. He was one of the greats on that team. He was.
Yeah, well, you can talk to him. He's still on here with you. He can hear you.
Yeah.
What's up, Val?
Oh, yeah.
Not much. Just hope this Alabama team can roll tomorrow night. Or tomorrow.
I know that damn right.
That's right.
You know what? Everyone says, it's going to rain. You know what? Like my high football coach said last night when he helped me break it down and we were going through teams through Phil Steele's book, and he said, look, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. All these teams in the top 10, he ain't going to get it all right. No one gets it right. It's at the end of the year. That first game you may lose, but you go out and practice, and when you finish, you know what? I lost my first game. He told me he lost his first game 3 years in a row, but he won 3 straight championships with that team. So it don't, like you said, it don't matter. And it rains on both sides of the field. It's not going to be sunny on one side and rain on the other. So people saying, oh, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. Well, you know what? Let it rain and we can run the football. All we got to do is put on some good cleats, mud stoppers like the horses that run in the rain, mudders, and then we run the football, and they can't stop mudders. When you go to the race, look at the race.
I like the way you're thinking.
Every time he'll win the race. A mother will win the race every time in the rain.
That's right.
Christian, I'm going to get my score in. It's going to be 35 to 10. It's going to be 35 to 10.
35-10?
I like
that.
All right.
Good deal. We'll take it. Well, Marty, we appreciate you calling, man.
One question. One thing I'm looking forward to this season is watching them quarterbacks that left Alabama. One's playing at Ohio State, but he didn't stay long. But the other 2 transferred out. I think one's at Boston College, and I'm not sure where the other one is. I'm just curious how well they do. But tonight starts tonight, and Hugh Freeze goes down, and the cowgirls over there go home crying.
That's right. Yeah, no, you got a good point. We definitely will be looking out for those quarterbacks. Appreciate the call, Marty. We're going to keep we got a bunch of stuff we got to get to, so we're going to keep it going. But, yeah, he's referring to the former quarterback he's talking about. So you got Dylan Lonergan, who my dad was a big fan of. He transferred to Boston College. He was named the starter there. You have Julian Sand, who was a 5-star quarterback, came here briefly before Coach Saban retired, transferred to Ohio State, so he'll be facing off against Arch Manning tomorrow, 11 o'clock kickoff. And is there one more? I guess technically Eli Holstein still is, former player that he was playing over with Pittsburgh. But yeah, but definitely we'll be looking into that. I want to get back to Reuben real quick because I know he's still hanging out with us. Reuben, have you ever given any thought of doing any media like this, man? You're pretty damn good at it, man.
But I've been thinking about it, bro. But shit, it's the confidence and everything with it. So I can get tongue tied and all that. So sometimes I get shy. Sometimes it just in and out. Anxiety, bro.
That's normal, man. Believe it or not, I hate public speaking. You couldn't pay me to do it, and sure enough, here I am hosting a whole radio show with my dad and doing broadcasting on sideline stuff, post game show. I mean, you'd be surprised, man. I think. Listen, number one, you can come on here as much as you want. If you ever just want practice and just hop on here and just chop it up, bro, do that. And two, yeah, man, just never know. You never know where it could take you, man. You obviously know the game. You got the experience, and you break it down really well, man. People in the chat love the interview. So, yeah, definitely.
Thank y'all, chat.
About it.
Sure.
Well,
when I got get this speech for my Dick Buckers Award, I couldn't even get to give the speech because I just saw the faces.
It's too much. Hey, I understand. I used to try to get out of every presentation I had in college. I hated it. Like I would try to make excuses and say I'm sick. I wasn't going for it.
Well, it's definitely confidence. It's definitely confidence, and then it's like football. The more you practice a play, running over and over. That's the reason why the repetition. Coaches go, "Hey, run it again." You'd be like, "Man, I thought we did this pretty good." No, run it again. Right? It just become muscle memory, bro. And that's all it is. Then your confidence. I mean, I'm the same way. I was a freshman at South Carolina. I failed theater and speech. I looked at the syllabus and it said you got to do 3 presentations. But I started just profusely sweating. And I'm like, bro, I only did a church, like a Easter speech one time. I never had to give a presentation. But then you start playing ball, and every Saturday night the camera's in your face, dictaphone, whatever they call it, tape recorders in your face. I mean, and then I get drafted to New York, media capital of the world, and you get good, you start, and they start calling you the next Harry Carson, the next, so you just start getting good at it, and people are like, man, you're just a natural. I'm like, not really. But the repetition definitely got you there. But listen, everybody want to it's not how you start. Yeah, I love that. It's how you finish. I get all of that. But Alabama needs to start fast. I think they need to start fast because of confidence, right? Because how they ended last year. Because you ended last year, they didn't finish well against Michigan. They got dominated. That this team had numerous players that didn't even play in the bowl game. Right, Alabama goes out there and they lay a duck. So that memory's still in your brain. So I think for those that are returning that have played, I think it's imperative that they start fast and finish strong, because I think that's going to help them get this ball rolling back to that confidence again.
I agree, man. I agree. If you that's anybody, bro. Well, I know Chris can vouch for this. When we start off fast, with coming out like any team, even if it was a sorry team, we'll be happy. We'll come out confident if the offense got the ball first. If offense go out there and they do their thing and move the ball, even if they don't score, that's confidence right there for the defense to come out like our offense fired up. Why not defense? So we'll go out there and give our best with the match our offense.
100%. Yeah, and the biggest thing too with that, if you look at this team last year, their ability to try to fight from behind, they kind of struggled when they got off to slow starts. Whether it was Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, it was hard for them to get a rhythm and really bring themselves back in the game. So I think it'll be big too, starting off fast. But I'll be honest with you, I feel like if I had to envision how this could go, I think the first half could be kind of close and back and forth. Ruben, week one is always, kind of a learning curve, knocking the rust off, and that's for both teams, right? But we're going to their house, so they obviously have that advantage. But I think ultimately this Alabama team is going to be improved this season. I mean, you just look at all the factors we've been talking about. Ryan Grubb coming back. You talk about the wide receiver room looking much better. Ryan Williams being in year number 2. Jeremy Bernard, right? His second year here at Alabama. They're bringing Isaiah Horton. Offensive line looking to be improved this season, which, speaking of the offensive line, allegedly, I think Jaden Roberts, right guard, who was out in concussion protocol, has been cleared. I don't know if he'll get the start just because he hadn't been practicing. Ruben knows how that works. Even when you're injured, I mean, if you're out and you get cleared late, sometimes they kind of give the nod to the guy who's been practicing just because he's been going through the prep. But we'll have to see. But no, I agree. Yeah, fast start will be big in this game. And then in terms of just general keys, we can just knock those out real quick while we're talking about it. I think first and foremost, defensively, man, Alabama's defense got to go out there, play fast, play physical, but you got to stop the run first and foremost. I think Gus Malzahn is going to want to get to that. We talked about that. He wants to run the football. He does it a number of different ways. He's going to dress it up, make it look pretty, but you got to trust your eyes. You have to have good discipline both with your eyes and with your assignments, right? All across the board. Effective communication, right? Relaying the calls to each other because they're going to motion. They're going to do jet, right? They could be running the jet sweep. They could be throwing it out for a quick screen. They could be running some type of RPO. You don't know, but that's why communication will help you out. That way everybody is on the same page. Number 2, I think it's going to be big for our offense to get our running game going. You got our quarterback, a new quarterback, first year as a starter, right? He's on the road in week 1. You got to develop that running game. Obviously, I know we got a bunch of receivers in that receiver room that can make plays. Let those plays come to you. I don't think we need to force anything. Make him feel comfortable, get him in a rhythm, establish the running game, and just play some nice, effective football that way. We don't need to be relying on home run shots like we've done the last couple of years so much. And then lastly, I'll just say this, man. As a team, go down there, be prepared, take care of business. Just know it's going to be a hostile environment. Play disciplined football in terms of limit the pre-snap penalties, right? Know what you guys are doing offensively. Going to be hard to communicate because of the crowd noise. Make sure you guys have all that ironed out before you get down there. Obviously, there's going to be some things that are inevitable. But, Ruben, I always say this, man. I feel like one thing that we've been lacking the last few years here at Alabama, when we played, we took pride in going on the road. Like, we enjoyed playing road games. I mean, I'm sure you would agree with me. We wanted to go play on the road, at least as a defense, because we used to walk in your trap, take over your trap, whatever motto we wanted to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, that was the mentality. And like, we took, like, as a defense, like I'll be honest. Again, no disrespect to Brian Denny. It's fun playing Brian Denny here, and all the music and stuff, Sweet Home Alabama, Dixieland Delight. But there's nothing like as a defender going on the road, and like when we used to go on the road and play LSU, they're throwing stuff. They're yelling. It's wild that their stands are close to the sideline. They're saying personal stuff to Tim Williams and trying to, they're rowdy. And then by the second quarter, you see Reuben smash somebody, Tim get a big sack, Bojack come up with the intercept, whatever, and the crowd just gets more quiet and more quiet. And by that third, fourth quarter, we watch them leave the stadium. We sitting there waving. We just have that villain role. You know what I'm saying? By the time we go in the locker room, like, we just took care of business. And we just chilling on the way back, just watching all them, pout and be upset as we're just rolling off on the buses into the sunset back to Tuscaloosa. Like, I think if this team could adapt that mentality like we had, I think it's a wrap. Because I'll be honest, and it goes back even like 2022, like when Bryce Young and Will Anderson, their year, they lose to Tennessee on the road. They talked about those nerves. We didn't have nerves playing on the road. We wanted to play on the road. Wouldn't you agree, Ruben?
No, I agree. We want to take over your trap. Not for real. No, that's the motto that we always use because, like, it's they build it. And plus, that was the hottest thing out there. So, bro, it was amazing, bro. It felt amazing just to go in there and just take over somebody's field, bro, and just dominate. But if you didn't, then we all knew that it'll be a long ride home and a sad ride home going back to Tuscaloosa. And that was a bad feeling, bro. Who want that? when we are known for winning.
Well, you got to have that mindset. Again, it's all what we've been talking about. Just not Jonas right here on the Tide. We talked about the confidence that they need to get back, and that's what confidence will do. That you have that Mike Tyson mentality. Mike Tyson said this: "I'll come to your backyard and I'll snatch your heart out." And that's what you're talking about, right? It don't matter. We'll come to your yard, your trap, whatever adjective you want to use, bro, and I'm gonna rip your heart out. I don't care that you got 80,000 in the stands. It don't matter, because what matters is what's going to happen between these lines, and we're going to dominate, right? And so, yeah, and that's what they got to have. But listen, that goes back to leaders, guys. I mean, players take on the personality of their coach. I told this to my church, right, as a head pastor. My church is going to follow me because I'm the lead guy. I'm the leader. I'm the mouthpiece. What am I teaching? What am I preaching? What am I asking? What am I, challenging them to do? That's how they're gonna walk, right? So you got to have leadership. That starts with Kalen DeBoer. If you let Roll Tide Willie into your locker room, you letting all these daggum podcasters come and setting up thinking, no, we gonna sanctify this locker room, right? And it's about us. And forget everybody else outside. That even means sometimes your own fans. We can't listen to your noise. We got to believe in what we've been taught, what we've been asked to do, and go out there and dominate. So that's what I think that they're going to do. We can break down all these little things about run the football, stop the run, control the clock. Yeah, those are true. But if they don't go in there with great confidence, man, they go in there questioning themselves, because you're going to give up a play. They're going to make a big play, but how do you respond to that big play? Those types of things. Reuben, somebody asked in the chat, who else at Bama while you was there would you consider one of the hardest hitters?
It was a couple of guys, because all the guys were trying to match the energy, bro. And that's what I love. Like, you might have Ronnie Harrison, Tony Brown, Matt Wilson, Rashad Evans. You might have all those type of guys make a hit, and like all of them echo out throughout the stadium. So, like, all those names that I just, Jonathan Allen, Brian Anderson, man, it's just, I can't. Mark B.
Yeah.
Orlando McClain. Like, it's just so many. I was just so blessed. I was just so blessed that the guys was worrying about the guy that was in front of them, that because it's Alabama, that I just lined it up perfectly, bro. And we all played together. But all those guys, to be honest.
Yeah, somebody else in the chat.
Plenty more.
Somebody else in the chat talking about what you think of Coach Womack's swarm defense. I don't know if you, like you said, you watched a little bit, if you watched enough to really answer that. But, they call it the swarm D. And would you like to play in that style of football in college?
But football is all about swarming anyway. Like, no matter whatever you do, it's about running to the ball and finishing. So, like, you have to even practice. We even practice, Christian, even though we practice this heavily every day about swarming to the ball. No matter what defense we in, it's always like run to the ball and don't be a waste body. Because if you over here and the ball is over there, then it's a waste. Like, I know you got a man, but if you know the ball is not committing back to you, or if it's past the line of scrimmage or anything, then you need to swarm to the ball. Everybody else need all 11 halves to the ball. That's any defense. But I would love to play back in Bama no matter what, because I love playing back in Bama.
Yeah, that was an easy question for you. 205-342-9904. If you want to call and ask former Alabama great linebacker Ruben Foster question, feel free to do that, or you can hit us up on the app right here in the chat. A lot of stuff happening there. There's a prediction there, 24-10. I see. And there also, Christian, did you see where Jaden Roberts is going to be available to play?
We got Q06. Yeah, I was about to say that Jaden Roberts news is interesting. We'll see if he's how much he's involved, because again, he hadn't practiced in a couple of weeks, and he's been doing light stuff on the side. But The good news is he is available. Let's go to Q06 though. I know Q06 would love to hop on here. 205. Oh, never mind. He said in the chat he dropped. Q06. If you want to circle back, we do have Tommy up next. Tommy, welcome in.
Hey, Troy, and hey, Reuben.
Tommy, you with us? Oh, there he is. What's up, Tommy?
Oh, hey, guys.
What's up?
One quick question to Reuben. When you cracked Leonard Fournette face mask and back and lose, what was the look on his face after that play? Okay. I was there.
So Reuben, he asked you, what was the look on Fournette's face when you had cracked him on that kickoff?
Bro, I really don't know the look on his face because I was just.
I think you were dealing with. I feel like you about knocked your shoulder out of place. Isn't that when you were running with like your arm dangling around?
Yes, I was. You know, I hurt myself at practice before the game, of course, and I had to get shot up and all that. So it was just hurting really bad. Almost like you said, tore my shoulder out of place because I ain't have no meat. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know the tradition, Christian. Like we brothers, bro. Y'all told me to go out there and get it. I had to go get it.
You know what's crazy? I tell people on this show, it was your advice that got me finally out my shell on special teams, because I remember it was 2016. And I think Beat Up had me on like kick return. I was on like all the special teams at this point. And I was on kick return. I remember, bro, like I used to try to do it strategically. Because I was like, man, I ain't trying to have these dudes running full speed and blow me up, man. I remember you told me one time, you said, bro, bring it to him. And I was like, all right, man, I'll try. And I remember I took that advice. I said, bet, all right, man, I'm just going to try it. Let's see what happens. I'm like, I ain't Reuben, but I'm going to try it. And I remember I ran at the dude and I cracked his ass. And I was like, and he was like jolted. And I was like, damn, he's right. And then you set the tone early on. You ain't got to worry about the rest of the game because he's thinking, oh, he's trying to come at me. And so ever since I took that advice, the rest of the year, I was like, I got excited. I went from hating kick return, because I don't know anybody that likes kick return. Kick return ain't fun. You ain't going to hit nobody. They come to hit you. But then I took that, bro, and I was like, bro, I took Ruben's mentality. I'm like, now I'm going and I'm bringing it to them, and it helped me from getting blown up to blowing people up, man. So you're 100% right, man.
Thanks. Bro, I had so many big hits. People don't even know about my kickoff return hits.
See, that's the thing. They don't see those. They don't see them.
Yeah.
Oh,
they see the kickoff.
They see
kickoff return is great.
No, they see him at the game, but sometimes you don't see it on the TV copy. That's the thing. But he's right. But I used to take my clips. I took pride in them. I recorded my clips and I had them on my phone. Like,
listen, man.
Yeah,
football. Let me just tell you something. If you're on the field, see, me and Christian got a little different mindset, Rube. Like, listen, man.
Yeah.
If I was return, I'm not gonna ever be the hittee, right? I'm gonna be the hitter. I don't give a rip what team I'm on. Like, if I'm on the return, my goal is to go knock somebody out. I don't care if they run down like that. I'm coming to get you knocked out. I'm just saying, it's like I'm gonna attack you back even back in the day when we had the wedge, right? It's like you gotta them dudes coming down fast, bro. I'm going to give the blow instead of receiving the blow. Again, this is mentality, what I'm talking about. You got hitting is one of the things you just gotta love doing. You just gotta. I'm trying to put you to sleep. People used to tell me, "Oh, you trying to hurt somebody." Now I ain't trying. There's a difference between to hurt somebody when they can't play no more versus I'm gonna hurt you for 4 quarters. If I can hurt you that you on that sideline watching, and you got smelling salt, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make you smell your socks. Listen here. That's like it's either me or you. This is my mentality.
Not for real.
Me or you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care if I'm on return, kickoff team, field goal block, field goal kick. It's like your mentality is to knock somebody's tail out. That's it. I'm sorry. But see, unfortunately, you can't do that now. If they too nice and everybody want to help each other up. Nah, man. Man, you can be friends. It's like the pros. Dudes I play with. Hey, man, you're going to be good after the game. But ask Sterling Sharp. Ask the guys I play with who's a Hall of Famer. Listen, bro, you come right here that little slant route. I'm playing Mike, and I'm dropping to the hook. Oh, bro, I'm coming to put you to sleep. You best believe that. Shoot. Y'all about to make the pastor say it bad where I'm getting
Tommy, you gotta
don't do it, Pastor.
Yeah, let me let Tommy let me let Tommy jump back in here where he jumps to the screen, because if we give him flashbacks, he might tackle us through the phone real quick. Tommy, you got a score prediction or anything else before we hit this quick break?
I don't want to get Troy cussing on the radio and put stuff. I don't want that on me. I mean, he's fired up. I mean,
two-time
I'm gonna walk to the other side of the street. What, man? If I see Troy, I'm walking to the other side of the street. He might want to tackle me. Oh, man.
Yeah.
No,
what I do want is your score prediction. That's what I want you to give me right now.
35-14, Alabama.
25-14, Alabama. Two-time Tommy from Romney, brother. Next Friday is live.
Tommy, we appreciate that.
All right. Hey, Troy, get me in your prayers. I'm having a problem with my voice.
I got you, brother.
I think my stream was a little slow. Appreciate you, Tommy. All right, we're going to hit this timeout real quick, and then we come back. We'll keep on rolling right here on the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230, WTBC. Hey, Reuben, if you got to roll, you can roll, man. Whatever you want to do, or if you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to. Whatever you want to do. We got like 20 minutes left.
All right, okay, shit, man. I ain't tripping.
No, you're good. No. I promise you. If you need to roll, feel free. You're fine. Like I said, we got like 20 minutes left. We'll probably end up. We got some calls to get to. So
your end is a little raggedy.
I know we'll do that because we got to take these predictions.
Might be your Wi-Fi, Christian. It's a little raggedy.
All right, bro. All right, bro. Shit, I appreciate you having me on, bro.
Yeah, hey, listen.
Seriously,
hey, anytime, Ruben. Like literally, if you ever want to just hop on here, if you want to jump on here like once a week or something, just to kick it, bro. Feel free, bro. I'll text you to ask you too. But yeah, whenever you want, bro, you're more than welcome to hop on here.
That's why I like if you take. Look, I got a black and mild up in this one.
Hey.
Hey, I smoke your cigar here, bro. Smoke your black and mild. Nobody cares.
Facts. That's why I feel that. Truly, I
smoke my cigar and my pipe. That's what we do.
All right, then. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But no, for real, text me, bro, and I feel more comfortable to do it. Even like, I love talking this and talking ball.
Yeah.
Learning.
Yeah.
All that. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a text once a week and see if you just want to hop on. If you do, cool. If not, no worries. We'll figure it out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Love, bro.
I agree. I love too, brother.
I really love too, man. Be well.
Yes, sir. Good deal, man. Hey, listen, guys. When I tell you
your line is popping, it's like
listen. So mine's doing that. No, mine does that for whatever reason. We have a lot of traffic on here. Like now, it's back to normal. Yeah, and I hate that it does that because I invested in all this freaking computer, this freaking expensive monitor, all this stuff, man, and it should be flawless, but it's only when there's a lot of traffic. I mean, I guess I could probably take like the highlights off the screen and maybe that.
Can you hear me all right without the headphones?
Because we got that borrowed. Yeah, no, it sounds great. It sounds great. All right, so we're gonna roll callers the rest of the way. But yeah, we'll start getting Reuben on. I'll get Reuben on maybe like once a week or something. I think it'd be good for him. I know he enjoys talking ball and hopping on here. But big shout out to Big Reuben, man. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've been so caught up, focused on having Reuben on, man. I probably missed a bunch of score predictions. So please do this because I'm gonna honor that if you get it right. I'm gonna give you guys a prize. Make sure if you do screenshot it, make sure you got like the date and stuff. Don't try to finesse us, right? Don't try to make it then. I want to, only because I don't know if I can try to go back and catch up on all of these that you guys said. So make sure you save some type of receipt, man. Save some type of receipt. Or what I'll do is I'll ask again, like towards the end of the show, and then I'll just write everything down, like right then. But I've been trying to do a million things, so I apologize. And welcome back into this free-for-all Friday edition of the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC, presented by the Good Feet Store, America's arch support experts. All right, Reuben has officially left now. But again, big thanks to him, man. He hung out for well over an hour, man, just chopping it up, talking ball, hanging out, answering some questions from you guys. And I think we're going to start trying to get him on here pretty often, man. I think it'd be good for him. I think he enjoys it, and I think he'd be great doing some media stuff. I know you guys love hearing from guys like that. So I would love to help him kind of get started doing some media stuff like that. And hopefully we can continue that. But again, we will plan on doing plenty more of those throughout the season. Again, we're just getting started. We have more guests, former players, current players, all type of stuff planned here on the Miller's Edge. The only place you'll find that type of content. So make sure you guys are subscribed right here on YouTube. Drop a like if you like the interview. Again, that just helps the algorithm out. It continues to push the content. Plus, at the Miller's Edge on X, Instagram, and all that stuff, we'll make sure we pump out updates and everything that way you guys know what's going on. We'll make sure we continue to do that. But let's go to you guys now. 205-342-9904. Try to catch back up on where we're at. I know we've got Q06 up next. Q06, welcome in.
Yeah, man, how y'all doing this afternoon?
Man, can't complain, bro. It's been a fun one, man. I had a blast having Reuben on here, man.
You know I'm a creature of havoc. I go to the barbershop and I get the towel on the face every Friday for the Alabama game. You know, I just wonder, I want to see us roll this week, man. Corey said something earlier and I wanted to get Reuben on it too. Talking about special teams and how they used to hit back in the day. These targeting penalties. Aren't you afraid tomorrow that those guys are going to potentially get targeting one, targeting two? Because they've been hitting each other. Now they get to hit somebody else.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, those guys are being coached up every day to have, proper tackling technique, to make sure they have that window, right, which you definitely want to be under the chin, right? You don't want to be anywhere higher. That way it even comes close, right? Because sometimes even guys might hit somebody, in their chest, but the top of their helmet, the crown of their helmet, just brisk the chin strap, and then they get called for it. But no, I'm not worried about a Q06. And I'll be honest with you, the minute you start overthinking and worrying about, penalties and stuff like that, you end up you're not focused on what you should be focused on, because then you're not playing as fast. You're thinking about, let me make sure I do this instead of letting it come natural, right? And then to me, you're not playing the best football that you can play. So I would tell these guys, don't worry about that. Trust your training, like Jalen Milroe used to say, right? Trust your technique that you've been practicing. Just go out there and play football, but just know, keep it low, right? Make smart decisions, but go out there, let it rip, and have fun.
Quay got a lot of penalties like that last year, Clay saw. So it's discipline. Those guys don't want to give up long, extended drives tomorrow. Stupid hits like that. Just being too jacked up, face mask. I don't want to see none of that tomorrow. I know it's game one, and we're gonna see some mess up. It's like Corey said it earlier. Yeah. There's gonna be some mess up tomorrow. There's gonna be some blown coverages. But I just want to see us come out and play a good game. Get this 31-14 win tomorrow, and I know there's other people want to get on and talk. But man, that was awesome having Reuben in. That was awesome. What you just got to realize it takes practice to be able to talk in front of crowds. I mean, keep practicing. I can talk in front of 6,000. Doesn't matter to me. My grandmama said when I was 11 years old, I would be a preacher or a politician. So I mean, you just gotta, talk that talk, man. But hey, Corey.
Oh yeah, that's why I told him, man. We'll get him on here.
He's gotta keep practicing. It's repetition. It's no nerves. It's just repetition.
Yes, sir.
I guarantee you, his first time in the practice field, he missed some tackles. He got out there and started hitting and started learning how to do it. So. Hey, but anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Those demos.
Well, Q06, we appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Cuídate, gracias. Good stuff, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, we'll get Reuben on here as much as possible, man. I think next thing you know, man, he'll be might as well be a co-host on here, hanging out with us. Let's keep it rolling, because I know we got to catch up on these phone calls. I want to get as many as we can. Next up, we got Ellis. Ellis, welcome in. He might have dropped. Going once, going twice. All right, let's keep it rolling. That way we can get everybody in. Ragged Glory, you up with us?
I sure am. However, I'm a day late and a dollar
There he
short.
is. What's going on, Ragged?
Yeah, we got a little bit of a delay here. Okay, all's well. I really wanted to ask Reuben while he was still on a question, and it was going to be directed to both of you. Not being a Debbie Downer, so maybe you can relate to Reuben with this, maybe in your off time and whatnot. Which games over history in your tenure at Alabama do you regret losing? Are you there?
Sorry, I think this was breaking up a little bit, Ragged. Could you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. Yeah. The question was going to be, I love your brotherhood, Alabama defense, during the Saban years. I wanted to go back over time. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I got you. And it's not it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm listening. The connection's just a little funny right now. Go ahead.
I got my mouth as close to the microphone as I possibly can have. The question would have been, which games, if you can go back over time, do you regret losing?
Like in general, you said, do we regret losing?
Yes. Like if you had it in your hands and the next thing you know, the game's over.
Yeah, I'm definitely about my tenure at Bama. I just, is it like a specific, you mean just in general, like any game, or
How
like
about
when you said, do we regret
championships?
losing?
How about championships?
You're talking about the championships that we lost?
Yes.
Chase, if you could you just type it out? Because it's like breaking up. I'm hearing like maybe like one out of like probably 5 to 10 words.
Yeah, he's
How about
breaking
this,
up really
Chase? Let's do
bad,
this
too.
because I don't. Can you still hear me pretty good, Chase?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, even yours a little bit breaking up a little bit on my end. I was about to say, if you want to just write his question, I can answer it. If you just write it in the chat here,
You know what,
I can
Chase? Chase, just tell him it's okay. We're good. Carry on with the show, and we can cover this next week. But I tell him I've got weather conditions. I'm going Alabama 24, and I've got Florida State 6. I don't think extra points or field goals are going to come into play.
Hey, well, I was about to say, I think I might have got it fixed, but I heard the last part of it. Ragged, I'm so sorry. Again, it's not you, it's mine. I just refreshed the stream, and it seems like we're good. But you want to throw me that score prediction real quick before you go?
Yes, Alabama 24, Florida State 6, and it's weather conditioning. Game management for us.
Nice. I like it. Well, okay. So it's back fixed. I heard everything of what you said. So if you wanted just to repeat, I know you're probably sick of it. You repeat it like 3 times, but you mentioned us losing. You said any regrets. Is there a certain loss that you're talking about?
Any part of a game where you guys could have won the game, but something happened and you lost.
Well, I think I would jump to, and he probably would have agreed. And I can again, I promise we'll get Ruben back on next week. I was trying to get you guys while he was on, but I know he had some stuff to do too, and we were trying to navigate. But I would say the Clemson game, the national championship game in 2016.
Thank you.
We lost it.
Yeah.
We lost at the last second. Now I wouldn't say just that one play, right? I mean, because one thing I've learned, there's a number of things that go into a game. Obviously, that play hurts just because they ran a play they ran earlier. As a pick play in the end zone. Obviously hindsight's 2020. It's like, man, if the ref would have saw it earlier, if We played it differently. There's so many what ifs, but really though, there's so many other things that went in that game. Bo Jackson, I can't speak today. Bo Scarborough getting hurt. You know what I mean? Like that affected our running game. We had a lot of 3-and-outs in that second half. Offense did their thing to put us in position to win the football game. There's a penalty on the kickoff. We got a PI penalty. They really just marched down the field, and really I just got to tip my hat to Deshaun Watson, who was a dog in that football game. But that one just hurt because we had it. You know what I mean? We should have won that football game. But again, a number of things came up, and you got to tip your hat to them for it. And then,
amen. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I just have this thing where sometimes I feel like there's so many outside influences that can cause a defense to lay down. And that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah. No, there is. And the thing was, man, we definitely didn't lay down in that game, but we were gassed. And Reuben would have told you that too. Like I said, well, I'll bring it back up when he comes back on next time. But with many 3-and-outs, man, and we literally played our snap count for defensively. We were like, I think 100+ plays that game. It was more than like almost any other game we played that season. So it only made sense that, by the fourth quarter, we were just gassed. And unfortunately, man, we were running on E. But hey, Rag, we're going to try to, we got a new caller on, and I want to squeeze him in because we only got a few minutes left in the show. So thank you so much for calling. You said 24/6.
Thanks for taking me. Yes. No worries. Bye.
Absolutely. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. I just wanted to make sure we have enough time to squeeze in our last stuff. So we can get everything. All right, we got a new caller, Ryan from Hueytown. Ryan, welcome in.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Can you hear me? Is the phone's working good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's fixed now. It's a lot better now. Sorry about that. And technology, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is sometimes, unfortunately.
You're straight. But yeah, man, I grew up, man, watching, the whole Saban era, and I just knew something was going to, something special was going to happen, like lightning in a bottle, because how good he was at LSU and all that. But I grew up watching that, man. Them defenses were just nasty, best defenses ever. And anyways, I saw Reuben on there. I've never seen your show. As football season's getting closer, I've been watching stuff on YouTube, so I guess it's in the algorithm now, and I just came across your show, and I'm going to keep watching it from now on. But anyways,
thank you.
I was just going to ask him, it's too late now, but that one kickoff he had, it was a kickoff, and he smashed this dude so hard, man. I was like, he should go to prison. I think he just murdered that guy.
Yeah, that was Leonard Fournette, man. He definitely hit him.
Hit Leonard Fournette like that?
Yeah, man. And what's crazy is they asked Leonard about that in an interview not long ago, and he made it seem like, I didn't really even feel it. But which, to be fair, and when you have that adrenaline going and stuff, like I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of stuff you don't feel, but I'm like, come on, man, like, bro, don't downplay it too much, bro. You felt it a little bit.
Oh, for sure. He was a hitter, man. He was a stomper. I remember. I think it's supposed to be the game of the century, and that was like Leonard's gonna run all over, and I don't even think he averaged like a yard per carry. Like he didn't do shit that game. Sorry, I don't know if it's cuss or not.
Probably shouldn't say that, but it's hopefully Chase caught it. It's okay. It's first time caller, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's all right, man. It's all right. Well, man, I appreciate it. Do you have a score prediction real quick? Because we're winding down on time, so I just want to make sure we get your score prediction if you want to throw one at us.
I want to say, first game of the year might be a little close first half, second half. I think it'll be taken away. I'm going to say 45-13.
Okay, 35-13?
45-13, Bama.
All right, man.
All right,
45.
buddy. Thank you for taking my call. Sorry
right.
for the cuss word.
No, bro, you're fine, man. The first time, no worries, man. Hey, sorry, we got it covered. Appreciate you, Ryan. Good deal. All right, we got to get out of here a little early since we're kind of running over some breaks. But let me give mine last but not least. Right, I'm gonna go 31-17. I think first half could be a little bit close. Definitely respect Florida State. Some of the new additions. Don't know how it's all going to come together, but I definitely think they'll be better than last year. Weather could come into play, right? But I definitely think we prevail. We get out of there 31-17. Again, my main keys here, discipline football defensively, got to be able to communicate effectively, stop the run, try to put Tommy Castellanos in those third and long situations, right? Make him uncomfortable. Don't think he feels comfortable beating you with his arm through the air. How do you do that? Set yourselves up on first and second down. Contain him, right? Be prepared for all that quarterback run that you're going to see. The tempo, be ready for that, and make sure you take care of business. And then offensively, man, establish your running game. Take pressure off of Tyus' first start. He doesn't need to do too much. Get him some nice rhythm throws, right? Move the football down the field effectively, man. Protect the football, especially with the elements coming into play. And I think we'll be all right, man. I think we will walk out with the dub to open up the 2025 season. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate Chase behind the class, all the contributions, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and big thanks to Ruben Foster joining us, man. Again, we'll try to get him on here even more in the future, which would be fun, man. Love to do that for you guys. So that'll do it for us on this free-for-all Friday edition of the Miller's Edge, Title 100.9, 1230 WTBC. Again, next Friday we will be live at 12:25. And don't forget about our friends over at R&R Cigars. They're smoking hot picks. We'll make sure we get those in for sure next week as well. Next up, you got Wyatt Fulton T-Town Sports Daily right here, Title 100.9, 1230 WTBC.